Hi, you guys. It's me, Kiana, coming at you yet again today. And I'm coming at you because I wanted to discuss some things with you guys. Um, as you all know, what was going on the past couple of days, and I actually uploaded a video. Um, the video actually was of me going to the market and doing a haul, and I spent about on groceries. I probably spent about $300, but literally I got literally about $780 worth of stuff, and it was a lot of stuff. And I also on that video talked about what was going on and updating you about how I feel and everything about what's going on, and it didn't upload. Actually, it kind of uploaded, but Pootie closed the computer and turned it off while it was uploading, so it didn't actually go through. Um, 1 second. Come here, Pootie. Come on. Excuse me, you guys. Alright, so I wanted to talk to you guys about I've gotten some support. I've gotten some people making comments that was just strange to me. The reason why it was strange is because we get on here and vent, and we get on here and you know, if it's therapeutic for us, we get on here and vent and say the things that we have to say, and say the things that our heart wants us to say. But it comes a time where you want to sit back when you're all alone and everything is still. You reevaluate what's going on, and you reevaluate what actually matters, and you reevaluate what your values are, and you also pray on it. And sometimes this changes you, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it makes you look at things in a different way. It makes you see where you were wrong in some ways, even if others didn't see it. And I've done that. And although I don't know exactly how everything's going to go with Chuck and I don't know if his apologies are totally heartfelt, and if he really is going to make that much of a change that's going to change my heart in a lot of different ways. I don't know, because I'm not him. That's the thing. We can't control what others do. We can't control what others say all the time. All we can ask is and hope for is that they hold us high, and they keep in mind our feelings, and they appreciate us, and as much as we appreciate them, or as much as we love them. That's all we can hope for. That's all we can pray for. The fact that most the 1 second, you guys. The fact that most people actually would actually suggest, or even not even suggest, just straight out and say that I actually should leave my husband, and it's not right that I would go back with him, being that he doesn't hold me as high as he should. He's disrespectful at times. He's not supportive as much as he should, or as much as others are on YouTube, or all these things. But mainly it was over the situation with him and Nene. They've apologized to each other, and they've been talking since the incident. Nene actually, because as you know we are Christians, Nene actually has come to an understanding and come to a conclusion that it wasn't an isolated thing, which means it was once. And although it was wrong, she has forgiven him, because she also said things that was extremely hurtful as well. She did some low blows as well as he did a low blow, and said the word dummy. But the fact that the fact that some people would actually say that one word being said would be grounds for divorce, and that I should actually go before a judge and divorce someone because they said one word one time, and the word was dummy. it, I kind of understand in some ways, but it kind of sounds silly to me. Um, and this is the other thing. Women always say what they'll tolerate and what they won't tolerate. And they say this because they know that it can't be verified, especially here on YouTube. And some people don't reveal certain things about themselves because they know that they tolerate a whole bunch more. But it's just, I know because I know people in general, men, women, children, that women talk a good game. And women, oh, I wouldn't do this, girl, snapping the fingers and all that, and I wouldn't do, and they the ones getting their ass beat at night. I'm gonna tell you just like it is. They the ones that their man is juggling 4 and 5 girls, or they the ones that caught their man having a phone number in their pocket 8 times. They're those chicks, okay? I'm not her, okay? But yet, if my husband and my 16-year-old daughter get into it and he calls her dummy, the fingers start snapping. Girl, you shouldn't tolerate this. Because, see, I wouldn't do this. And I don't think that they're actually being truthful. That's what I believe. Because anytime that your fuse is so short that you would actually divorce someone, divorce, not go with the person, not break up with the person. Because if he was my boyfriend, yes, I probably would have. I would not be reconsidering anything if he was my boyfriend. And that's just how I feel. So, for you to actually say over your husband, yeah, that's kind of strange to me. And the reason why I say that's kind of strange is because then he needs to remain your boyfriend if you're going to literally break up over a word, one word being said, one time. That's just being honest. And a lot of married women, most of the married women actually that I have spoken to, they're the ones that's actually saying, you know, we'll continue to pray for you, and, you know, I think that y'all should, you know, get marriage counseling and all that. And like I said, I do think that a lot of work is needed. A lot of counseling and all that kind of stuff. But to actually say that you're skipping the counseling, and that's what some people have said, oh no, I would just have to divorce him, and not to say you should do any counseling or anything. Those are the ones I can't really say that they're watching out for my best interests. Why I can't say that is because it's really strange how somebody could tell you to not even go to counseling just because somebody said one word one time. That's unrealistic, I think. And like I said, if anybody really thinks like that, then they need to not be married. They need to remain on the level of just a man coming over to your house and just liking you and just calling you his girlfriend and you're not wifey. Yeah, I think that you need to remain like that. Because if you're actually married to somebody, it's no way one word one time. Now, if it's repetitive, that's a different story. But one word one time, yeah, that I don't get that. And no matter how much I vent and everything on here, like I said, we have to reevaluate things and see what actually can be worked out, if anything can be salvaged at all. And the strain that they have, and let me specify, when I say my daughter, because a couple people made little silly comments about that as too. I call her my daughter instead of our daughter because, first of all, I've been used to it. Second of all, Chuck and I have only been married for a year and almost 2 years now. So I'm so used to calling her my daughter because she is my daughter. It's just like you say my husband or my son. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that he's only my son. It's just the term that I use. So for people to pick apart every little word you say is kind of silly as well. And whatever. Because he doesn't say that that's Kiana's daughter. He does not call her Kiana's daughter. So anyway, the strain's been between him and her. The strain that's been between him and her, that's a strain that comes from my daughter. Like I said, it's because of the fact that Nene has always wanted me to herself. and she's always going to be like that, and I understand because I already know how she is. So that's never going to change whether I'm with Chuck or anybody else. Um, so when I say the strain, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying they fight and fuss every day, because that's a lie. That was actually an isolated event. They do not fuss and fight every day at all. Um, so like I said, for that one time happening and Nene cussing him out severely after when he said it, um, yeah, for it not to be said any counseling is needed or any prayers or anything like that. Like I said, it was just strange to me, and I think that it was wise for me to get on here and let those chicks know that it I had to let them know, because it doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, usually most of the time women that's like that are not married, and they never been married, they've never been wifed, so that's usually why they think like that. And like I said, I'm going to put their game out. Most of those chicks talk about what they won't do and what they will do, and they the ones getting their ass beat at night by a man every day. Or they the ones that got to worry about when he's gone, is he with the next chick? I'm just keeping it real. I know because I've had enough female friends in my life. I've been very observing all of my life. My mother has told me things about her female friends and stuff over the years. So yeah, they usually are those. So I'm just putting it out there. You know, it's just that I'm just open enough and honest enough to reveal my bad, my good, my ups, my downs, my insecurities, my uncertainties. That's the only difference. For people that say those things that, oh, you shouldn't allow this, and questioning my motherhood because of it, because I tried, or I will be trying to work something out with my husband, that's silly in itself, because obviously it's because of my motherhood and because of my Christianity and because me being a good woman, is because I try to see if anything is salvageable. So, you know, I just wanted to clear the air. I wanted to address that issue, and now I see why some people, like the person that inspired me to do YouTube in the first place is Salima77, and that's the person that was my inspiration. And she, you know, kind of pulled me up and told me, you know, you're giving too much of yourself. Her, Bargain Junkie as well, and they're people that I'm extremely close to. And, you know, I see what they're talking about now, because, you know, everybody supports you when you're doing stuff that they wish they had the courage to do. And I'm just being honest, you know, because most women or most people I know would not, like I said, leave their husband over one word being said. One word. So, it's just that they wish they had the courage to do certain things, and that's why they support me. But I don't need your support only at that time that I'm doing something that you think or that you define as strong. A friend supports you whatever you're going through, and that's who I need, and that's what I need. So I think that this will end the conversation on anything about the marriage issue. I'm not even going to address it anymore at this point. I've learned a lesson from this, and I've learned, you know, how women really can be. And I'm so happy, and I thank you all, because I'm so happy that I learned that lesson. So, you know, when you see I don't discuss certain things, you have them to thank, basically. But I thank them so much because it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. So I thank you all for viewing. Thank you all for commenting. And all that. You won't be able to rate because I don't do the rating thing. Yeah. But you can comment. Love you all. Be blessed.